You want the truth, not comfort. Good. Because comfort is what wiped your account in the first place. I've been ruined more times than most men ever make their first fortune. I know what it feels like to stare at a shrinking balance and realize the market has stripped you down to your last scraps of capital. I know the humiliation. I know the anger. I know the sick temptation to gamble what's left in one reckless swing just to feel whole again. That instinct is trash. Follow it, and you deserve to be wiped out. When a losing streak hits, it isn't the market punishing you. It's the market exposing you. Exposing impatience. Exposing ego. Exposing the lie you've been telling yourself that you're disciplined when things go your way. Every great recovery begins with one brutal admission. You were wrong, not unlucky, not manipulated, not betrayed by news or algorithms. Wrong. Until you accept that, you have no business trading another dollar. When I lost big, the first thing I did was stop trading. Completely. Not for a day, not for a week, until the urge to get it back died. Because the desire to recover losses quickly is the most expensive emotion in this business. It turns traders into beggars, and beggars don't survive markets. You don't bounce back by trading harder. You bounce back by trading smaller, slower, and colder. Your remaining capital is not an opportunity. It is oxygen. Waste it, and you're done. Most traders who blow up after a losing streak don't fail because their strategy stopped working. They fail because their risk exploded. They increase size to feel something. They widen stops to avoid being wrong. They chased movement instead of waiting for confirmation. That isn't trading. That's emotional self-harm with a price chart. When your account is wounded, your first rule is survival, not profit. Survival. If you don't respect that rule, the market will enforce it for you. You must shrink yourself before you can grow again. Smaller position sizes than you think are necessary. Risk so small that a loss barely registers emotionally. If a single trade can disturb your sleep, it's too big. If a single candle makes your heart race, you're oversized. Your mind cannot be sharp while your nerves are screaming. I've rebuilt fortunes with less capital than you're probably holding right now, not by brilliance, by obedience to rules. Rules are the only thing that stands between you and self-destruction when confidence is gone. Here is the rule most traders refuse to follow. You do not deserve to make money until you prove you can stop losing it. Profit is a reward for discipline, not intelligence. After a losing streak, your job is not to make money. Your job is to stop bleeding. That means cutting losers fast, even faster than before. That means letting winners breathe, even when fear tells you to grab crumbs. That means taking only the cleanest setups, even if it means sitting on your hands for days. Boredom is cheaper than regret. You don't rebuild confidence by forcing trades. You rebuild it by executing well, even if the result is small or flat. A perfectly executed losing trade is a victory after a losing streak. Most traders are too stupid to understand that. Execution is everything when you're climbing out of a hole. Forget home runs. Singles rebuild accounts. Doubles come later. Anyone swinging for fences with damaged capital is lying to themselves. I've seen men with brilliant ideas go broke because they couldn't control their emotions. And I've seen average thinkers build fortunes because they respected risk like it was sacred. The market doesn't care how badly you want redemption. It only rewards correct behavior over time. If you're coming off a losing streak, your emotions are compromised. You may think you're calm. You're not. Loss leaves residue. It clouds judgment. It whispers revenge. It tells you the next trade has to work. The moment a trade has to work, you've already lost. That's why your size must be small enough that you don't care if it fails. Indifference is clarity. Emotional neutrality is an edge. I never trusted my opinions when I was emotional. I trusted the tape, the structure, the behavior of price. When price confirmed my idea, I acted. When it didn't, I stepped aside without argument. You must return to that simplicity. Strip your strategy down. If your plan has too many conditions, indicators, exceptions, it's garbage for a wounded trader. You want clarity, not cleverness. One market, one setup, one risk rule. Anything else is noise. Your strategy must tell you three things clearly: where you are wrong, where you are right, and how much you lose if you're wrong. If it doesn't, you're not trading a strategy, you're trading hope. Hope is not a position. I never average down after a loss when rebuilding. Never. Adding to a loser is arrogance disguised as confidence. The market doesn't need your faith, it needs your respect. Every losing streak contains a lesson, but only if you're humble enough to study it. Review every loss, not to torture yourself, but to identify patterns of stupidity, overtrading, late entries, ignoring stops, trading when tired, trading when angry, trading when bored. Most losses come from repeating the same mistake with different excuses. Fix the behavior, not the outcome. And don't confuse a temporary drawdown with a broken method. Even the best systems suffer losing streaks. The difference between professionals and amateurs is that professionals plan for them. Amateurs are shocked when they arrive. Your risk per trade should be so small that a streak of losses doesn't cripple you. If it does, your risk was irresponsible. That's not the market's fault. When I rebuilt, I measured success in months, not days. Anyone thinking in days is thinking like a gambler. Wealth is slow. Survival is patient. You don't get back to where you were. That mindset poisons you. You build forward from where you are. The past balance is gone. Mourning it only clouds your decisions. The market does not owe you restitution. Let me be blunt. If you're angry at the market, you're too immature to trade right now. Anger is ego bleeding. Ego is expensive. Trade when you are calm, or don't trade at all. Some of my greatest runs came after I'd been humbled. Loss has a way of stripping away fantasy. If you let it teach you, it sharpens your edge. If you fight it, it finishes you. Use the little capital you have left like it's irreplaceable, because for many traders, it is. Treat it with respect. Guard it. Make it earn the right to grow. Risk less than 1%. Sometimes much less. Anyone mocking that hasn't survived real drawdowns. You don't rebuild confidence by winning big. You rebuild it by following rules consistently until trust in yourself returns. Trust in yourself matters more than trust in your strategy. Without it, you'll sabotage even good trades. There were times I sat out of the market for weeks waiting for my mind to settle. Those weeks saved me millions. Inactivity is a position, and often the best one. Patience is not passive. It is disciplined restraint. When you finally step back in, do it with humility. Assume nothing. Let the market prove itself. Trade only when conditions are aligned, not when you're bored, not when you're desperate, not when you feel due. You're never due. Every trade is independent. The market has no memory of your suffering. Stop acting like it does. I've lost fortunes because I forgot that. I've made fortunes because I remembered it. If you want to bounce back, you must become boring. Boring risk, boring size, boring consistency. Excitement is for spectators, not operators. The greatest danger after a small recovery is false confidence. A few wins can trick you into thinking the lesson is over. That's when traders give it all back. Increase size slowly, painfully slowly. Only after sustained discipline. Only after you've proven you can handle boredom without breaking rules. The market rewards consistency, not intensity. You don't need brilliance to recover. You need obedience. Obedience to stops. Obedience to position sizing. Obedience to waiting. Most people can't do that. That's why most people lose. If you're still here, still listening, it means you haven't quit. That matters. But persistence without discipline is just a longer road to ruin. Be honest with yourself. If your losses came from emotion, fix emotion. If they came from poor strategy, simplify. If they came from overconfidence, cut size. The solution is always simpler than your excuses. I rebuilt because I stopped trying to prove anything to the market. I treated trading like a business, not a battlefield. No revenge, no drama, just decisions and consequences. Do that, and your account will grow again. Slowly at first, then steadily, then meaningfully. Ignore this, and the market will teach you the lesson again more harshly and with less mercy. The choice is yours.